Good morning, watch collectors. Today I'm just trying to show some more of my collection, point out another watch that doesn't get a lot of video coverage, not a lot of videos on YouTube anyway. Today we're looking at my chronographs, specifically the Aeromatic 1912. This is a German chronograph. It has a screw down crown. Let me get the minute hand out of the way. There it is. There you go. Screw down crown, all stainless, brushed stainless steel. Pretty little watch with a domed mineral glass crystal, which is kind of neat. Gives it a little bit of distortion at a few angles. But all brushed stainless, 40 mil. We'll go over all the specs here in a minute. But what caught my eye is that it was a full lume dial at a decent price, so I wanted to check it out. This is the Aeromatic 1912 German full lume dial chronograph. I think it's actually shipped from Germany, and it says made in Germany, but I believe these are actually made in China. And if anybody knows how to set the minute hand on this watch specifically, I have tried how I reset or change the position of the second hand and the minute hand on some of my other chronographs, but this one doesn't seem to work. They have they added an interesting, it's not mecha quartz, it's just a quartz movement. It's not like a Seiko mecha quartz or anything. They introduced like a mechanical feel, like the watch has a nice snap or click. Makes it kind of feel like it's a manual kind of feel to it. It has just start and stop only. Start, stop, and reset. There is no split. So if you push the bottom one, like normally you get a split, but it just resets instantly. There's no split option. I've tried everything I can to get that. So if anybody out there knows how to move that without pulling the whole movement and pulling the watch hand and putting it back on, that would be great. Let me go ahead and pause this and get it down. We can measure it and show you some more specs. Maybe some different bracelets, and then I'll go inside at the end to get you a lume shot. Alright, there she is on a nice green like fabric strap. The one it comes in a nice little tin here, Aeromatic. First watch that came in a tin, most are sort of a box, but like I said, it did ship from Germany. Came with this nice strap, actually. It's just not quick release, and I kind of preferred on these two other straps, but it did come with this nice strap. Nice stitching. It's sort of a nice, thick leather strap. Genuine leather. It says Aeromatic 1912. I think it's even on the, yep, right there. Aeromatic 1912. So that's nice details. It is a nice padded strap. You probably wouldn't need anything more than that, but I wanted to dress it down a little bit, keep it sporty. Let's see here. There she be. I went with a brushed buckle to match. There you go. Brushed buckle to match all the brushing. It's a pretty watch. Got water resistant. Aeromatic 1912 A1342. I guess that's the design. Screw down back. I like these quick release straps. It's kind of why I went with this one. And it's green. Kind of matches the lime yellow green of the watch here, and that domed crystal's real pretty. Let's get you some measurements. There we go. 39.8, 14.2 to that domed mineral, lug width of 19.8. and the lug length. This one's a short one. It fits real well on on my wrist there. 46.8. That's nice. Get your weight. Yeah, let's do her this way. 72.3. There it is. Oh, wristwatch check. I am wearing my Phoebus PY007C out in the light. This thing shines. That ceramic bezel insert is beautiful, and that real dark black inky watch face dial is beautiful. And they went all out with their emblem everywhere. The little octopus, maybe coming out of the water. Phoebus. I do like that watch. Let me take it off and get this one on wrist for you. There you go. That short lug to lug is looks good at 6 3/4 inch wrist with that matching satin brush. I do like that one. The other bracelet I like, or sorry, the other strap I like is actually a bracelet, and I have it over here on my San Martin. So let me switch those around and show you how well it looks on a shark mesh. There we go. A little switcheroo. I think this looks sharp on this shark mesh bracelet. This is like the hardest bracelet I had to size. I had to use a Dremel tool and grind off rows, and that was a little chore. And I think it came with a pressed clasp, or I had to do a lot of searching to find one with a milled clasp that worked. All satin brush to match. It's interesting. Tough to make fit right, but once I did, I really like that. Especially on my San Martin, it's 200-meter water resistant, so mesh bracelet dries fast. You take that swimming, it makes that a nice watch. But this one is only what, 5 ATM, so 50-meter water resistant. Not good for swimming, but I do find that this bracelet's super comfortable, and you don't sweat with a shark mesh on there. And it gives it a little more gleam. Since everything's satin, this gives it a little shine, and you go with a matching buckle there. I do like that little bit of distortion. Makes for a real pretty watch. I think I'll leave it on here for a while. Switch back to the NATO on the San Martin. There you go, guys. Let me, got any questions, just ask. Let me run inside and get you a Lume shots, a little Lume comparison. Stand by. Alright guys, for the Lume shot, I'm going to charge them up here real quick. I'm going to compare it to a Seiko Flightmaster, and one of my top 4 dive watches for Lume is this Hampton Kraken. It's real nice, but it's the blue Lume. I'm going to charge them all up here real quick, and I'm going to compare them, and then you'll see how it glows. The hands glow real bright for a minute, and then they kind of fade off, leaving the dial as your main source of Lume. But compared to the Flightmaster, you lose all Lume capabilities, all chronograph capabilities as soon as it's dark. This will give you some. If you had a flashlight or something, you could time stuff in the dark, or just for a few minutes, at a time. And the dive watch lets you functionally time things after dark, because you got the indicator, which I'll spin over there right now. And let's give it a shot. Let's take a look. Set that. Alright, there you go. See the hands glow nice and bright. The Seiko, like I say, loses all your stopwatch functions. And here in just a minute, you'll notice that the hands fade quicker, and you're left with just that dial glowing, which works. I mean, you could still function. You could see the stopwatch function, the seconds hands ticking away. Well, at 10 o'clock, you'll lose your sub-register there for minutes, don't you? That's not good. The one option, if you do want to watch a chronograph, for example, that times in the dark, your best option would be this, the Timex Expedition chronograph. You just can't beat that. Look at that. In night mode, you just tap a button and it comes on for a few seconds, allowing you to see the time. Here it was in stopwatch. I could stop, start, reset, stop, start, reset, all in the dark. And every time you tap the middle button, you'll be able to see how it's going along. But if you need to time something in the dark, Timex Expedition. If you want to play around with funny Lume and cool looking watches, maybe a full Lume dial. I know Damasco makes a full Lume chronograph, their DC57 full Lume dial. And it does look nice, and it probably has far better Lume quality than this Aeromatic. But as you can see there, the other ones don't look like they've changed at all, and you've seen the dial die off quite a bit. Still functionable, still readable. We're at just a couple minutes in. I'm going to try to splice in 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, and 20-minute stills, which should show the Lume a little better. The video kind of degrades quicker, but just wanted to give you a comparison. All right, guys, thanks for watching.